Hey guys, Rob here with Flea Market Flipper to bring you a very important lesson. We sold this. You guys might remember we sold this this power wheelchair last week. It was our trash to treasure. We ended up pulling this out of the trash, and then we ended up selling it on eBay. Well, we got some great lessons to teach you guys. When I delivered this, this was a local sale. A guy purchased it locally. He bought it and then he paid for shipping, so I actually delivered it to him versus paying a freight company to drop it off. He was only about 30 minutes away from us. So anyways, with that being said, when I got it over there, I made 2 trips to the guy's house. The first trip, he told me I could come anytime during the week. The first trip I went there, he gave me his phone number. I called him. Never picked up the phone, didn't come to the door, didn't do anything. I messaged him why I was at the front door through eBay. I texted him, I called him, and no answer. So I ended up leaving, but I kept the unit. I didn't want to drop it off without actually getting a hold of the guy and talking to him. So I took the unit back with me, called the guy the next morning, and he says, yeah, I'm here. Just come back that day and deliver it. So I took it back. I got it in the house. I pulled it in the house for him. He looked at it. He says, everything's working on it, right? And I said, no. This was sold as parts or repair. You're going to have somebody look at it and repair it because that's just how we sold it. So he goes, okay, we'll take it back. I don't want it. I thought it was, a good working power chair. So that being said, I took it back. I put it back in the trailer and we drove off, but I was a little upset. And this guy was new to eBay. This I think was his first purchase, so he didn't really know how the whole process worked, which you'll get those sometimes. It's not a big deal, but there were 2 lessons in this whole thing. I took it back. I called eBay up on the phone and I said, listen, I made 2 trips to this guy's house. He's 30 minutes away. I had to pay tolls to get there 2 times, and it took quite a bit of my time up to do this, to meet this guy. So is there any way I can keep the shipping for his problem when he bought it? He didn't look at the description, see that it was for parts. It wasn't and you can clearly tell this is not, there's no chair on the top. These are the only pictures I took of it. I didn't take a whole picture or anything like that. So I said, is there any way that I can charge him for shipping, give him a refund for the item, but keep shipping? And eBay said, yeah, that's perfectly fine. We can do that. So anyways, I refunded the money at the price that he paid for it, which was $4.99. And then I kept the $200 for shipping for my time of delivering the item. So that's a great lesson to learn. Some people might not know that you can charge for your time. eBay will let you do that if you are delivering something. The other thing that we get a lot of questions about is if somebody does pick up something local from you, how do you prove? Because eBay, once you ship it through them, it puts a tracking number on it, on the listing itself, so they can see that it was shipped. But when you deliver or you have somebody pick it up locally, we get a lot of questions on how do you prove it, because some people have even said they got scammed by somebody, they picked it up and then said they never received the item or never picked it up. So I've always in the past, I've taken pictures of the person's license plate and of the item that is in the back of their truck or their SUV, whatever it is, just to prove that it was picked up. But eBay, sometimes they won't take that as proof that it was done. So I actually called eBay ahead of time on this one and I said, listen, how do I prove this? If I end up dropping this off at the guy's house, how do I prove that I did deliver it? And they told me that once you get in or once you meet the buyer, that you have them go into their app from their phone right there while you're standing there and say that they received the item. So eBay said if they do that when they pick up the item, or you deliver the item, if you go in and show that it was delivered or it was picked up, then that is how they will prove. If anything ever comes back and they say, no, we never got the item, no, we never picked it up, anything like that, eBay will see that they did it from their phone and they will go to bat for you because of that. So I specifically called them up. I spoke to a manager. I wanted to make sure what the best process was for this, because I was a little worried about it, how to take the whole transaction when delivery or pickup. And that's what they told me. So we didn't have to quite go that far with this one. So it was a return, but we did get paid for our time, which is awesome. So 2 great lessons out of this whole deal. Definitely, if you're dropping off if you're dropping off or exchanging person to person on an item that you sold, make sure they go in on the app right there with you after they pay you and put that they received it. Ask them to do it. Tell them you need that for the proof. I still would take a picture just to have it for your own records, but make sure you have them go into the app. And then the other thing is, yeah, if you do a local delivery and for some reason it's rejected, you can charge for the shipping charges when you do refund the money. So 2 great lessons. We learned it. I haven't had that stuff happen to me that I can remember in quite a while. So this is just great lessons we wanted to pass on to you guys. So you guys rock. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.